Hey everyone, I'm Armazi and welcome to a brand new Civilization 5 series. So, this time I will be playing as a non-modded Civilization, although I already have a few ideas for the next game. But anyway, in this game we are going to play as Arabia, which is actually one of the better civilizations. It's one of the rare civilizations that has a really good unique ability, a really good unique unit, and a really good unique building. The unique ability is 50% extra range for caravans, and the trade routes spread home city's religion twice as effectively, and oil resources are doubled. The unique unit is a camel archer, which is a replacement for a knight, and it's a ranged unit. It's not as good as the Keshik, especially since it doesn't get 50% faster experience like the Keshik does, and it has one less movement, but it has slightly higher ranged combat. It's a pretty good unit. It's just not as overpowered as the Keshik, but it's still a really good unique unit. And the bazaar, the unique building, is just amazing. It gives you an extra copy of each improved luxury near the city. It costs exactly the same hammers as the market, and each source of oil and oasis provides +2 gold. It's a really good unique building. It also gives 1 extra gold compared to the market. The market is +1 gold, the bazaar is +2 gold. So, I'm also going to use Events and Decisions mod in this game. That's going to be the second game with Events and Decisions. All the mods are always linked in the description below, so that's the case here, as usual. The advanced options are mostly on default. I did set World Age, Temperature and Rainfall to random, and I'll be using a Pangea map this time, because I want to minimize the chances of a very isolated start. The previous game wasn't all that interesting with the isolated start, so I just went back to the good old Pangea. It's still possible to have an isolated start on Pangea, it's just less likely. And we'll be playing on epic game pace, Deity difficulty as always. The Australia civilization is still enabled, but I'm not picking it manually. If we get Australia, then we'll get Australia. If not, then not. Alright, let's get started.
Muslim Empire of the Caliphate was born in the turbulent years after.
So, let's take a look at our starting location. We got some marble, which is nice. We got some jungles, we got bananas. Let's move the warrior a bit. In which direction? I could check the hill, but I will definitely settle a coastal city. This is a hill. Okay, there's some copper. This is a pretty good start, I have to say. We don't have a river, unfortunately, so we won't have fresh water. I could move over here, which would potentially give us a better start. But there might be some sea resources to the south that I would be missing out on if I move. I'll just settle on spot. Alright, let's settle on spot. There's no specific reason to move, so I'm not moving. Alright. Well, scout, then monument, as usual. We will research pottery. And let's go find our neighbors. This is going to be a decent production city, I like that. Okay, so we missed out on a bison by not moving north. That's not a big deal. There might be some sea resources to the south. We'll find out. We got a ruin already. And we got citrus to the north. This looks like a decent candidate for a second city. And we got extra culture, nice. This is a pretty good start so far. There are quite a lot of jungles around here, which is potentially good for our science. I'll go for tradition opener. I'm not sure if I'll go for a tradition finisher yet, but tradition opener for the faster border expansion is just too good. Oh, we have salt. Okay, that's awesome. This is probably going to be the second city then. We can get a city with a river, with a mountain, and with salt. That's pretty amazing. It's going to be pretty close to our capital. But it's going to be a really good city. Oh, Attila is our neighbor. Okay, that's interesting. This might be a problem if he's very close. Oh, Cerro de Potosi. And it's actually in range. Alright, I need a settler out ASAP. And I need to know how close Attila is. If he's very close, that might be a problem. I need to stay friendly with him. And or I need to get some defenses. No, I'm not giving you an embassy. Forget about it. Yeah, I need to find out where exactly he is. And I need this location. Cerro de Potosi, salt, a mountain for an observatory, and fresh water. That's amazing. Right, there is a barbarian camp over there, and that's a lot of sugar to the north. Okay, so my second and third city is going to be pretty obvious. Second city here and third city to the north to get all that sugar. I should probably explore that way. That sounds like a good idea. We got pottery. So, where exactly is Attila? We got Brazil close to us. I'm not going to fight that archer with a scout. Okay, actually I should grab mining at this point. Maybe consider stealing a worker if I can find a city-state somewhere nearby. Right, now our scout is getting shot. Okay, we got a city-state. It's a cultured city-state. I might steal a worker from them. I could really use a quick worker as soon as possible. Also, I think we need a shrine before that monument. We definitely do. Second policy. And let's explore to the north. Not sure about the Pantheon yet. We'll see what's available when we get there. Okay, I see Attila already. He is really damn close. And there's a city-state to the south. Yeah, he's a little bit too close for my taste. This is going to be a problem. I'll need to get some early defenses. So I probably just want to get Chivalry as fast as possible and start recruiting my unique units. But I'll need some defenses before that. Because he is probably going to attack me. I would definitely expect that. Interesting map so far. This is a Pangea map, so it should be one big landmass. We got another ruin, good. Hopefully something nice. Maybe a free tech. I still want a worker from that city-state, but I also want to explore this area a bit. We got calendar, awesome. That's actually amazing. And let's get the bronze working to see where iron is. So far so good, I just don't like Attila being so close. I'll just check out that city-state to the south. And maybe steal a worker from this city-state. Sounds good? Okay, that's a militaristic city-state. What is it specialized in? Foreign Legion, okay. And we got another city-state right here. That's Melbourne. Oh, so Australia is in the game. Because Melbourne got replaced with Luxembourg. Yeah, that means Australia is in the game. Or I'm not sure if the city-state gets replaced every time the mod is active. Or just when Australia is in the game. It might get replaced every time the mod is active. Right, heal the scout up. 5 more turns of the shrine. And I'll just wait for Budapest to recruit a worker. I can kill that barbarian. That will give us a bit of influence. Which I'm going to lose soon. Is anyone protecting it? No, that's good. Alright, let's wait for that worker then. How's Mecha doing? 3 more turns to finish that shrine. Yeah, I need that worker ASAP. The sooner the better. Oh, there's a barbarian camp over there. Alright. I can take care of that. Do we have a quest for it? No, we don't. Well, I'll get rid of that camp one way or the other. Because otherwise they will keep spawning barbarians. We got 30 influence with Melbourne. Okay, well, with Luxembourg. The city-state name doesn't get replaced everywhere, which is a bit awkward. But we got influence. Yeah, if I click the city, it says Melbourne, even though it's Luxembourg on the map. Okay, Jill. Still waiting for that worker. Next. The shrine is done. Monument is next. I want that monument before the next policy. Okay, heal up a bit before I attack that hand axe again. William is in the game, alright. I need to keep Attila busy with someone else. So if I could get him to attack someone else, that would be great. Come on, Budapest, get a worker already. Surely he has some neighbors. Somewhere close. This isn't even his capital. I could steal this worker, but that would be a bit pointless. He's too far away and I'm friendly with the city. It's a mercantile city-state, so I could bribe them to get friendly again for happiness. Oh, did we just get a quest for the barbarian camp? Yeah, we did. But it's going to be tough getting that done with a scout. It's worth bringing a unit there, but that would involve actually recruiting one. Not sure if I have the time for that, honestly. Can we get that worker yet? No? Seriously? I might have to recruit a worker at this rate. Or get started on a settler. I don't want to give Attila a chance to settle this location. And I assume Budapest will get a worker soon. It would be a bit crazy if they didn't. Okay. Another city-state with a worker, but that's too far away. And is that monument done? Yes, it's done. Legalism. Come on, Budapest. There we go. There's a worker. Would be great if the barbarians stole the worker, because I wouldn't lose influence with the city-state then. I need them to move that worker. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to kill a hand axe with a scout. I need to bring a proper unit to complete that quest. There's no point even trying. I'll just lose the scout if I attack that guy. That's Sweden. Yes. Hi. Well, not much I can do with that guy right now. No, I'm not going to sell you an embassy. So, there's the worker. I'm going to steal that guy. Is anyone protecting the city? No. Okay. And do we have any horses? Not next to our capital, but there are some horses over here. Alright. I could let Budapest hit me a few times to get experience for that spearman, but I tend to generally not do that because it's a little bit cheesy. As for research, I have a feeling I'm going to need composite bowmen against Attila. Well, I definitely need archery, that's a no-brainer, and I need writing, but I'll probably go for early construction to get some decent defenses. And yeah, I'm just going to let Budapest hit me a few times. Right, now we need to improve some of these luxuries before our second city. Here's another city-state. I'm still going to need more workers, obviously. Also, I don't think anyone is going to settle this anytime soon, but I definitely want that location. This is going to be a pretty damn good city. But Cerro de Potosi first. That's more important, especially with salt. It's just one source of salt, but it's still good. I could go for a non-coastal city to get the horses, but I think I prefer a coastal city. This city will have decent production in the future, so yeah, I definitely prefer a coastal city there. The horses will be out of range, unfortunately, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. Move out of range, and I'll just peace out. Would be nice to get cover for this guy at least. Keep exploring. This is a pretty decent start so far, I just don't like having Attila as my neighbor. At least he's not that close. Could have been worse. He could have been literally right next to me. This isn't even his capital, this is probably his second city. I'll just sneak past this barbarian camp and explore to the north. This is a strange Pangaea so far, I have to say, but I don't mind. It does look like I'll get to use some naval units in this game, but it won't be a naval focused game. The settler is almost done, so Sweden is here. And it doesn't look like Attila. Oh, he wants to declare war on Brazil. I might accept this, just to get him to attack Brazil. Yeah, I'm going to accept. Brazil is nowhere close to me anyway, so I don't care about being at war with Brazil. And I want to keep Attila busy. He might have declared war without me declaring war. But this guaranteed that he did it. Because there's no guarantee he would have declared war by himself. Okay, 14 production in the capital or 68 golden age points. I prefer production. Yep. So now we can get what? Caravan, archer. I need some units. Or a worker. Alright, we'll get that worker then. Now, settler. This location right here. Okay. I'm still technically at war with Budapest. I'll just get cover. Oh yeah, right, I need to change my Tal assignments in here. Because we're not recruiting a settler anymore. This. And I might just buy that deer. Seems like a bit of a waste of money, but I lack better tiles to work. Okay, whatever, I'll buy it. This will have to do for now, it's not amazing, but... 15 turns to get that worker. Okay, 15 turns is fine. Fortify and keep exploring. So I might go for a third settler directly after the worker, I'm not sure yet. I want to secure this location ASAP. That's a lot of sugar. Like, wow. And we got cover. If I really wanted to abuse city-state experience, I could just stay at war with Budapest permanently and farm experience of the city-state. And that's what a lot of people do, but I never do that in my games because it's just too cheesy. It's a conscious decision that I've always been making in my games to not abuse city-state experience. I know a lot of people do it, but it's just too cheesy for my taste, so I don't. I'll just peace out with them. But I did get cover, which might be useful, in case Attila decides to attack me. I hope he won't, but I'll need to have some defenses. Right, shrine, because we didn't actually finish writing yet. 8 more turns to finish the mine. I'll just have to stay at -1 happiness for a few turns. That's not the end of the world. I secured the city, that's what matters. Might as well focus on production right now. Will this speed things up? Yeah, it will. Okay. Keep exploring. And construction. I want to have some composite bowmen. Accept embassy. No, I'm not going to accept embassy with Attila yet. He doesn't know where my capital is. I didn't see his units moving close to my cities. So he doesn't actually know where I am yet. Yep, declaration of friendship is useful. This is going to be an interesting game. At least gold won't be a huge problem with Cerro de Potosi. I will have to actually buy that sometime soon because my border won't expand there anytime soon. But I'll wait for my border to expand one tile to the east and then buy it. Okay, monarchy to get out of the negatives. And now switch back to regular assignments. Here, here, here. Yes, that one. And the copper. You can work the salt. Alright, looks good. 9 turns for the worker, and then I'll get another settler. Again, to secure that location to the north. I should get rid of that barbarian camp, because they will keep spawning barbarians otherwise. I actually have a spearman here. Anyway, keep moving. That's a lot of jungle. The temperature was randomized, and rainfall was also randomized, so it's probably because of that. I don't mind, a little bit of jungle is nice. For science. I'll probably chop some of this jungle to the north, that's too much. But some jungle is fine. This is an interesting location. Okay, Monty is in the game. So far we have Attila and Monty in this game. Right, I need to back up slightly. And here's another barbarian camp. We got the mine, so that's 3 hammers, 2 gold. Now we can... Oh, right, I didn't research masonry yet. I could just wait for masonry. I could chop one of these forests. There are too many forests around here. I'll have to chop some to get farms. Alright, we can chop one. To speed things up. Wow, 3 barbarians, really? Okay, 45 for now. 5 turns to chop this. Actually, screw that. I'll send this worker east to improve the salt. And this second worker... Oh, peace shitty, right. And this second worker can improve the marble after masonry. Another city-state, god. And yes, Austria is in the game, as you probably noticed yourself. I'll wait for these guys to kill the scout. Declaration of friendship with Brazil? Yeah, sure. We were just at war, but I suppose they don't mind. How close are they to Attila? Where is Brazil exactly? What? They aren't even remotely close? I didn't get an embassy. He's not closer than me. Does Attila actually have a direct neighbor? Doesn't look like it, but I need to meet one more civilization. Improve that. And attack this guy. So, since William settled the location to the north that I wanted for my third city, this will require a slight change of plans. Well, I know who the first war is going to be with. With William, because I need that city. I'm not going to let him have that city. Like, no way. That city needs to be mine. I would still like to get one more settler. I could settle somewhere around here. That's a lot of fish. So I could settle a coastal city next to this mountain. I would have a coastal city with an observatory. That's not terrible. Sucks that I missed out on all that sugar, because that's a lot of money early on. But I had no chance to get that city. The only way to get that city was to send a second settler there, if I knew in advance that William is going to settle it. But I can't predict the future yet. Still working on that. The technology is being researched. Kill that guy. And we got the worker. So... I kind of need the library. This is turn 26. Not too bad. But yeah, the settler will have to wait. I don't want Attila to settle this though. I could rush the library by chopping some forests. I'll probably do that after I finish these mines. There are too many forests around here anyway. Please tell me Russia is next to Attila. No? They are on the other side of the map. So Attila is kind of isolated. He only really has 2 neighbors. Me and Brazil. That's not great. Definitely not. That makes me a little bit nervous. Interesting map. Okay, I definitely need this city. Not only because I need that location, but also because this is the only land bridge to the rest of the continent. So I need to control this area. So William is going to be my first war, for sure. His capital is pretty good, though. Yep, so William is going to be the first war. Attila might be the first war if he declares war on me himself, which is definitely a possibility. But William is going to be my first war declared by myself. Grand Mesa. Okay, whatever. So, heal the spearmen and then destroy the barbarian camp. Here's another city-state. Are you guys done? Almost. This is a bit of a slow start, but these are pretty good locations. Pyramids. Oh yeah, let's check which policies the AIs went for. Piety, tradition. Yeah, Attila went for honor, which is not surprising at all. Liberty, liberty, liberty. So, Pakal is the only one who went for tradition. That means I might have a chance to build the Hanging Gardens, but Pakal usually likes building wonders. So, it's not that likely. I could try, if I research mathematics. I do have marble. Also, Pantheon. What do we want here? Which Pantheons are actually gone? Just to know what I can't pick. Right, Pantheon. Faith from Tundra without forest, blah blah blah, 2+2 faith from quarries. This is the only really relevant one for me. Okay then. What can we go for? What are the options? I could technically go for culture from jungles, but nah, I don't think so. I think faith from copper, iron and salt is the obvious choice here. Especially since I have a salt tile, I have 2 tiles with copper. I won't get much more copper or salt, but this is the most obvious choice that I see. Okay, let's go for that one then. And... well, I might as well take advantage of it and speed up the library. Like this. Oh, the city is going to starve if I do it like this. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okay. 5 more turns. And 1 more turn here. Terracotta army. Okay. Hey, I'd rather have William get that than Attila. But that's obviously not helpful when I plan to go to war with William. Maybe I should go for National College with 2 cities, but... it would be good to secure this city location to the north. It's not as good as this one, but it's still going to be a pretty decent city. I can settle either here or here. I'd like to get the ivory, so probably here. That's a unique luxury that I don't have access to yet. I can't get sugar if I want to have an observatory in this city, so that's not going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to finish this part here and continue in next one. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.